Getting started with lettering can feel like a exceptionally daunting task. You can feel super overwhelmed by all the books and stuff that are out there and all the things. All the things. It's always daunting. We all love having all the things. But to get started lettering, or to have at least like a lettering style kit that will give you something that you can easily practice with no matter where you go, it's immeasurable. So I wanted to show you the essentials, the things that I generally try and keep with me at all times to practice lettering and sketching for that matter. It's not much. So the first thing you need, I'm going to scoot some of this shit out of the way. The first thing you need is something to write with. Now, my favorite pen, for those of you who've watched any of the Llamas Love Lettering videos, my favorite pen to practice with, to letter with, is an extra fine, not ultra fine, but extra fine Sharpie. I fucking love these pens so much. And I think it's because the tips are super sturdy, so they can handle my iron grip. Because I have I lay it down, I lay the fist down. Anyway, I love this one. It does hella bleed through though, so it may not always work in regular weight paper in your whatever you choose to write on. So more on that later. But this is my favorite I usually have a couple of these always in my purse. The Papermate Flare is a porous medium point felt tipped marker, and this one gives you some of the sturdiness of the Sharpie without the bleed through as much. But it is a really broad tip. But I really love this one for practicing faux calligraphy because the tip is so broad you don't have to go over things quite so many times. If I'm only going to have one pen on me to practice drawing or practice lettering, I'm hoping it's going to be a nice retractable gel pen, like a rollerball gel pen. And this, or not rollerball, whatever the fuck this is. Anyway, this is a Papermate Inkjoy gel pen. I use this in my planner a shit ton. And because the ink is black and really dark and really smooth, it's also awesome to practice with. And I have these in my purse all the time. So I usually have one of these clipped into the side of whatever book I have with its little clippy thing. You know, these are great to use and they're easy to have around because you can use them for other shit that you need to use, a pen for when you're out and about doing stuff. Having a pen is usually helpful. So this one is one I often have. The last thing that you want to try and keep around is a pencil, and to be honest with you, I fucking hate having lead on all my shit. So if this is something I'm just tossing in my purse to have with me at all times, I generally go for a mechanical pencil. And to be perfectly honest with you, the shitty ones that you get at the dollar spot from Target or the fucking, what is it called now? The One Spot, I don't remember what the dog's name is, the fucking Fido Spot, whatever. These things, they're so cheap that you can have a billion of them and you lose them, you're not even going to care. So I use these for just general ass sketching. If I'm doing a more into it pencil drawing, I will go into the different hardnesses and softnesses of leads and do all the crazy shit. But this, and unless you're a jackass like me and overdo it on the eraser, you don't even have to have an eraser with you. You just have a fucking pencil, right? So I use these, but you can use whatever pencil you want. These ones are just cheap and easily usable. The next thing you're going to need is something to write on. Now, often I will bring a sketchbook with me, and I pulled this one. This one's actually, I finished it, which I couldn't believe, but this is I practice in here. I stuff it full of all the stuff I do. This has some older things that I've done before, but I may have something like this. This is just, I don't even know where I got this. I probably got this at Tuesday morning or something, just a cheap sketchbook with just regular ass paper in it. Get one of these for just doodling, lettering practice. Has the thing you can clip your pens and pencils into at the top. Good times. But it's also pretty big, and you can get smaller versions of these, but when it comes to big bound sketchbooks, I tend to go bigger because I do a lot of drawing and like I said, I'm brutal to my sketchbooks. But if you're looking for something to just toss in your purse, my recommendation is a smaller bound book because the coils will get all jacked up in your bag if you've got other shit in there. The two that I'm loving currently are the Erin Condren bound notebooks, and the May Designs book. I have both of these at the grid paper because grid is my favorite for practicing lettering. I also love graph paper, but I like dot grid better. These bound notebooks from Erin Condren, they're kind of square. It's a cool size. The paper's a little bit thicker than your standard notebook, and they have this weird like smell. Something about them. They smell good, and they're kind of soft, like tactily. These like tactile, whatever the fuck that word is. For the touch of these is really soft and nice, and so I love it. I'm really loving like lettering these is really fun. So I like these. They do get kind of dog-eared. The other one you can do is a May Designs MayBook. I know they have new sizes now. I haven't figured that out. This is one I got from KrissyAnne Designs with her logo on it, but it's got the grid, the dot grid in it. And these are great because these you can also toss into a traveler's notebook that has that for this size and have that to protect it while it's in your purse and carry other shit around. But one of these and like a pen, and you just kind of, you know, whoops, my bad. Just kind of clip the pen to it, toss this in your bag, and you have something for lettering practice on the go. The one thing I would add that you might want to get to this, even with the dot grid, is a ruler. Now, this is my favorite ruler. It's from Michael's Artist Loft series. It's how many fucking inches long? It's some amount. It's 18 inches long, 2 inches tall. I love the grid on it because I suck ass at like lining rulers up. But this is fucking huge and kind of fragile. And, you know, I don't want to like break it in my purse. So I would rather go for, like, use one of the ones that come with like your planner. They're small. You can put that in your notebook, throw a pen in it, and you have lettering practice on the go. Anyway, this is kind of my thought on just a starter kit to take with you so you have no fucking excuse to practice your lettering while you're out and about. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.